All right, markets open. See what happens today. See if we keep chopping around at the open like we've been doing, or if we get a nice move. Before we start chopping. That's kind of what we're waiting to figure out here. Trying to get to the Asia high right now. Kind of failing to do so. The overnight high coming up as well. But after that overnight high level, we don't have any real level until 25,264. It's like all the way up here somewhere. Yesterday's high. All right, now we're pushing up. See if we can hold above it. I failed to initially, but we're giving it another try. See if we can do it this time or not. Maybe get a nice little retest.
Order submitted.
Alright. If we get back down to the 111s, go for a little scalp retest. See if we get that bounce. Fly Eagles, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So we might just keep pushing up. ES kind of not going up as much. Kind of went down a little bit, kind of stalling out. But Nasdaq's looking good today. Mike Garvey, thank you for the follow. Yeah, ES definitely not looking as strong as the Nasdaq. ES is already almost making its way to the lows. Kind of interesting. Makes it a little harder to be super bullish here. But doesn't mean this won't work. But it might mean we do get a pullback here soon. Yeah, ES is about to take out the lows. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, definitely be a little careful trying to go long here on the Nasdaq. I do have an order here, but that's if we pull back down here and kind of in hopes that we get just a quick little bounce, right? I'm not going for a super big move. But maybe I should be a little careful still. Looks like I got a decent bounce off the bottom of this for value gap though. Kind of holding up here. If we go lower, we might get like a little break, which might be a little less pretty.
Order
Hopefully,
filled.
get a little tap in, get that little bounce. Break even, take the risk off. See if we can get up to our target. Very close there. Just locking 100. It's pretty tight, but if it flips red, make $100. If it keeps going, we'll make.
Target filled.
There we go. Make our 250. There we go. Nice retest, even with ES making new lows. A little scary, but it's holding up really nicely. Had a nice bounce on break even quickly, just to take off the risk, and worked out. So we'll take it. All right, kind of trying to go higher here, but definitely taking its time, not really doing it just yet. We got nice retest there. 250. Shit, my thing is messed up. It's not showing my funding ticks account. There we go. Much better. But yeah, kind of interesting. We got ES going for the lows right now. Nasdaq doing the opposite. So a little scary potentially. Definitely don't want to do anything crazy here. Oh, here's the highs on Nasdaq. I guess that was kind of a bear or bull flag. A little ugly. You can see these wicks kind of all over the place. But pretty nice move. Could be a nice little retest here as well, but I don't typically take it, so probably gonna hold off. ES as well is still very bearish. We got a bear flag forming. Yeah, huge disconnect. Very different right now. Typically we do like ES and NASDAQ to kind of follow each other. Today we are not doing it. At least we're getting some decent price action here in the morning, which we typically haven't been getting. Very kind of playing out in ES right now. NASDAQ pulling back to the 9 EMA. Still very bullish. Still very bearish over here on ES. And there's the breaks of the lows for ES. I wouldn't mind another bull flag, continue higher, but like I said, it's a little tough with ES doing what it's doing, going lower. See, I'm not too sure what the move here is. But we did get a nice trade here. Up to 45 on this take profit trader account. Pretty solid. Could kind of be it here. We do have a bearish for value gap, which makes it a little less appealing. Yeah, we might kind of hit it, reject a little bit. Yeah, yes, definitely very weak today. Very weak. Yeah, that's kind of what we were afraid of here with this bull flag. Hit the fair value gap and then come down to get the lows of these candles. Still could find some support, bounce back up, but also we could very well take out these lows and could be looking good for some shorts here soon if we start taking out any more lows. A little bit of support here off the 21 EMA and these previous lows. So yeah, the bull flag could still play out here. Attempts number 2, push through, break these highs. We did set the 15 minutes opening range, just barely. So we'll see if we can get above it and get out of it. Okay, K-dubs is here right in time for the 15-minute opening range. See if we can break out of the top here. Always, that's right. Yeah, that's honestly like, it's good to keep an eye on the charts, but you don't necessarily even need to be tempted, or like there's no point in tempting yourself to take trades earlier when you typically wait for that 15-minute range. And clearly it's worked well for you since you just got funded. I did catch a nice retest earlier today though, so up 250 already on this account. See if we can catch another one. Yeah, today's already been a little weird. ES is like the complete opposite of NASDAQ right now. Just going straight down. Was it quick? Yeah, it was like maybe a minute. I think we started when we kind of wicked in on this the bottom of this red candle. Then we got up. We were like up $100 almost the whole time. And then this next candle, I think did come down a little bit, but then it got up. And yeah, within like probably a minute, hit my target. Nice little bounce. Alright, Nasdaq's still going higher. Alright, here's the 15-minute highs here. Ooh, little breakout there. Might go for another little retest off the high of it. ATR's a little bit better today as well. It's above a 12, almost 13. Not too high, not like yesterday when I got up to a 20, but not too low either. I kind of failed to close above 15-minute range there. But it looks like we might try again. Also, yes, it's finally making its way back up. So it actually could catch up to the NASDAQ at the highs, potentially. So yeah, we got a nice close here. It'll definitely be open for a retest again. Okay, but yeah, you love to see a quick trade like this, relatively quick. I mean, a minute. We'll say minutes quick. Some trades are like 10 minutes or even longer. But now when you see the trade literally get wicked into your entry and then could do nothing but go up. I mean, a little, hesitation you could say, but we didn't get in the red at all. That was nice. We closed above, but we didn't close above the previous wick. I'm kind of maybe not the most confident in this quite yet, but ES is also nearly taking out the highs now, so I might like this retest still. But yeah, we do have some wicks up here, which make it a little less appealing unless we close up here with this next candle, which we might do here in the next 15 seconds. Yeah, we'll put it on.
Order submitted.
We get a little pullback and then hopefully another little push. And it would actually kind of be a little pullback and then maybe break that kind of, I mean, it's not quite bull flag yet, but it's shaping out to be with the wicks going down like that. Any news today? We have FOMC minutes at 12. Or
Order filled.
2 o'clock Eastern. All right, there's a little bounce. Yeah, nice little bounce to begin with, but it looks like we are kind of maybe a little more hesitant to go up here. But we are holding this gap pretty well. We have crude oil at 8:30, so that's like in like 40 minutes. But that doesn't really matter unless you're trading oil. I might get stopped out here unless we can hold this gap in the 9 EMA. I think we might get the hold up of the 15-minute high as we were hoping for. But yeah, I'm looking, there's not too much else. There's a couple like Fed speakers kind of here and there, but I don't know if they're going to be that crazy. But we'll see. But yeah, the main thing, there's like a US 10-year note high yield at 11. And then there's FOMC at 12. Okay, here we go. I thought we were going to stop out there, but now we're back up to the highs. A little surprised we didn't just break through these highs here, but oh yeah, might get stopped out break even.
Stop filled.
A little unfortunate, but after we swipe the high like that, we kind of have to go break even. Because yeah, it should have kind of been like almost like a bull flag, kind of take out all these wicks, get like a little break, which we didn't do. So that's right, break even. Or I guess up $10. Up now $250 in total after fees. But yeah, with the way we're getting like this red green candle right here, this could we might just kind of chop the highs here. We'll see. Could be a little bit of chop. And then we might break up and keep going higher. We do have a long ways to go if we're going to kind of undo some of the selling from yesterday. But hey, at least we didn't lose this trade. We'll take it. Might be time to pull out the range trading strats. We'll sell now, and then we'll buy down here, and we'll just make money. It's that easy, right? Alright, this actually might be the bull flag push here. Exactly, they're a little late today. They didn't catch my trade earlier, but they made sure to catch this one. I mean, yeah, we were literally all the way up there. I think I was up like, what, 170, almost 200? And then just went right back down. And then right back up. That might have been my target, I'm not sure. Yeah, that would have been the 12.5 points. So yeah, I could have been more patient, but like I said, when you're up almost $200 on a trade that you're only looking for 250, and especially when you like take out a previous high like that and just kind of reject it. And obviously we got pretty low there, which that also I didn't quite check. Okay, we wouldn't have gone stopped out on this wick, but it was pretty close. Definitely maybe a little concerning for sure. And again, yeah, it's not really worth it when we fail to hit our profit target like that. So let's see if we get any other decent setups. If we keep going up, we do have some nice price action, some nice trend here to work with. And if that changes, that's alright. But for now, we're kind of chilling. Yeah, we shouldn't have any news that we should have to worry about for like 3 hours still. 3 to 4 hours. But maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe we'll get some crazy price action like yesterday without news. But right now we're kind of moderate, kind of moving nicely, but not too crazy. So far, it's been good. Despite this choppy mess off my entry. Like, clearly it still wants to go up, but it's not quite. Didn't quite want to do it off my entry. Had to chop around a little bit first. This dang market makers. Alright, here we go. Keep going up. Yes, did actually get like quite a big pullback there. That's kind of with the same candle here. And it hasn't really recovered. I do find it a little hard to believe it's not going to peg out the highs and keep going with the NASDAQ. But you never know. Obviously earlier it did just go straight down. Well, NASDAQ was going straight up. Yeah, so far, not looking too bad. If we start chopping around though, I'm just going to play some Call of Duty. Since I think today is the last day of the beta. Could be wrong though. They might have changed it. I think I saw a post, I'm not sure. I always like to look for at least like 2 posts about something before I've counted as fact. Because people love to make random posts about crap that isn't true. I did see one talking about the beta getting pushed back to the 9th instead of today, so I'm gonna have another day. But again, I think I only saw one post saying that, so don't know for sure if that is accurate. Okay, yeah, there's an IGN post about it. I can trust that, I think. Black Ops 7 beta extended by 24 hours to October 9th. Nice. Ooh, the AI overview is not up to date yet, though. Still says the 8th. That's kind of awkward, AI. I thought you were supposed to be the next big thing. Maybe not. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm trying to use it a little bit more just to take advantage of the capabilities that it has. Ask it plenty of questions and whatnot. Alright, they'll pull back now finally. Let's see if we get any sort of setup here. Oh, maybe not. Green candle came out of nowhere. We still could make a flag or something here. We need to pull back more. Definitely don't want to be taking a trade like kind of towards the highs like that. We need enough of a pullback that we can survive and not get. Well, what the? I looked away for like 1 second. Where did this candle come from? Up 25 points in like literally 1 second. Literally blinked. I blinked and the market exploded. Well, I guess we're not going to pull back quite yet. I guess it is top of the hour. Again, I don't see any 8 o'clock news. So that might just be like the close of the hourly candle, kind of doing a little something. Sometimes I'll still do that, even without news. Yeah, kind of a crazy little push up and wick there. So ES is finally pushing the highs with NASDAQ. Definitely looking bullish now. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for a nice pullback here before we can make any decent trades. But hey, we're going up. Looking nice. Thank goodness we didn't just chop around in the morning again. Like we've been doing that a lot recently. A lot of early chop, and then maybe we get a move later, but maybe not. Yeah, same. Sick of the chop. It's been exhausting for sure. So there's been a lot of blown accounts, not necessarily by me. I think I blew like 1 or 2, but I think in general there's been a lot with all this chop, and it's definitely getting the best of some people. You really got to be patient, smart. Buru going parabolic. What's a Buru? Is that like a crypto? Sounds like a crypto, but it might be a stock, and I might just be uneducated. Ah, I just looked it up. Nubaru Inc. Advanced Welding Company. There you go. Oh yeah, that thing's up 48%. That's wild. It is very parabolic. You are indeed correct, sir. It looks like it's up like 30% in the pre-market as well. It looks like they just signed some major $5 million deal or something. Crazy. Yeah, you're getting a little pullback here. I definitely wanted to kind of get back to this 90 MA, maybe a little lower. Since we're at the highs and it could be a little scary up here. But this is looking kind of nice. Nice bull flag potentially. Yeah, I kind of want to take it kind of anyways, but again, if I'm sticking to my rules, I definitely want to see it kind of pull back a little lower first. But this might be it here. Might miss out. We'll see. Yeah, it's kind of already playing out here. Imagine missing the move. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I got Got a little bit of the move down here. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, I did miss this though. It's kind of working out here. But again, if I'm following my rules, I'm not actually missing. I'm just following my rules. Just kind of looking for it to go a little lower, down to the 90 EMA before getting the bull flag. But we didn't quite get it. Flag still played out nicely, but the conditions were not ideal or perfect, so it was not A+. Arrow Company just rebranded and is 30 cents a share, rebranded to crypto. Oh, that's pretty interesting. That could be something worth keeping an eye on for sure. Good opportunity there. It looks like we would have got stopped out break even on this trade anyways. We made it like up 10 points. So I don't know if that would have wiped in my target. Maybe it would have. I don't know. But then we came back down to break even. Past major sports company too, so it's a major rebranding in the market. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that definitely could be something. Could be good for crypto in general. Seeing companies do stuff like that starts to bring crypto a little bit more into reality with like actual companies and businesses instead of just like, you know, some decentralized coin. Because I mean, Bitcoin's great, and I'm definitely bullish on Bitcoin. I think it's gonna continue to kind of grow and outperform the market in general. But at the end of the day, it's kind of just like this almost like artificial thing. Like you can buy it, you can sell it, but like it's just something on the internet at the end of the day. I know there's a lot more to it in the blockchain, but as far as like a retail kind of basic trader might be buying and selling Bitcoin, to them they're basically just buying this thing that has inherent value. Or maybe like I might be using that word wrong. But anyways, it's got value to the point where people want it, but it's not like they can use their Bitcoin to really do anything. It's not like gold that actually has like use outside of its value, if that makes sense. Alright, still pushing up here. So ES never really pulled back there. It's just kind of grinding up. Alright, still waiting on a decent pullback here. Like some stairs going up. Yeah, pretty much. Like typically we get like the pullbacks like this. Kind of like little hills and valleys as we go up. But yeah, we've basically been just like a step here, step here, step, just stepping up. We're not actually getting much pullbacks. Just a little dents, and then that's it. I mean, this is like kind of the only real pullback we've had, which was a nice one. Well, held this 21 EMA really well, and the 9. Let's see if we get it here. Got a red candle, so there's hope. We're getting kind of close to yesterday's high as well. That's what this line is. Oh, here's the pullback. EMA is kind of up here too, so a little bit better for our strategy. We are slowing down a lot though. ATR is already back down below a 12. So it does make trading a little harder. Just with the lack of volatility. This might still play out if we get up here.
Order submitted.
Yeah, it might fake us out, but yeah, it would be funny if this one kind of worked out, but then this one that follows my rules better doesn't. Well, that's just how it is sometimes. Alright, here's a better pullback.
Order cancelled.
Take it off for now, but I still might take it if we get above the 520s, 525s. Yeah, it would be nice if we had somewhere kind of in here to get in the pullback. But until then, I'm gonna eat a protein bar. Started using Orb today. It's maxed for 2K. Oh heck yeah.
Order submitted.
This might be it. We'll see. no, yeah, the orb, assuming you're using like the 15-minute, it held up nicely here. Chopped around it a little bit, but then pushed out of it. All right, yeah, if we take out the 220s, should be pretty nice. Yeah, today was a great day for that. We've just been long and strong today. Oh, at least we're not getting faked out in my entry yet. Oh, we still might. But I was gonna say the sellers are kinda holding this pretty well here. They might be ready to go lower. Yeah, if it just takes out the lows here and keeps going lower, that's fine by me as long as it doesn't wick up in my entry and then go lower.
Order filled.
Alright, there we go. Definitely could be due for a bigger pullback here, unfortunately. But yeah, we finally got a good bull flag. It looks like it's just gonna get stopped out here. Oh well.
Stop filled.
Yeah, I hate to see it. Did fake me out at the end of the day. They'll probably go up now. Get another good setup. Hopefully. With the way price has been moving the last couple weeks or months, I don't have the most faith, you could say. But yeah, we should be able to. Yeah, yes, really chopping. All right, Nasdaq really making its way down right through the 200s. We get below the 180s, it could be pretty nice for the short. All right, coming back up this EMAs a little bit, holding the 5-minute gap. Kind of a flag to the downside. Might be worth a shot to continue a little bit lower, since we've kind of changed directions here a little bit. Got support from the EMAs possibly to go down as well. But if we do get back above the 213s, 215s, we could be
Order submitted.
pretty good to try going long again. Buyers will look a lot better up there. But until then, I'm feeling a little bit more bearish. But yeah, this could just be a bit of a pullback. So yeah, yes, didn't really get a lot of movement there. Kind of shopped around. But we'll see what it does here. Kind of build out this flag. Gets the run up. I got a little piece of it earlier off a little retest. Got just getting a little 12.5 point piece. But no other real setups to really just like let it run to the highs for me. But then we tried to continue it here, but this bull flag just kind of faked me out and stopped me out for this bigger pullback.
Order canceled.
Like I said, this could be tempting here. Yes, kind of pushing still. Still could be pretty bullish overall. It's hard just to get in here. I know people do it, but it's definitely hard to know where to put the stop because obviously putting my stop all the way down here, kind of suicide. But we have that 5-minute kind of setup here. If we take out the high of that candle, it'd be looking pretty nice.
Order submitted.
So something like that could make sense. And I could just leave my 12.5 points and hopefully we'll get a quick little push for 12 points, but it would be tragic if I got stopped out. This could be a lower high though if we start making our way back down. This also is a pretty nice bear flag if we get down below these EMAs again. So we'll see how we handle that. But if we get this pop up, I imagine we get a little pop kind of breakout. Goodbye spot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's hopefully the idea here. Still don't know quite where to put my stop.
Order filled.
I guess I'll kind of just leave it at the 12.5. See if we can just kind of make our way to the highs. But then if we pull back, obviously 12.5 points, it's not really worth risking 500, putting it down here, 600. So let's see if we get the buyers step up and keep buying up here. Up to 30 maybe? Yeah, up the true wick there. Could be a good level. Here we go. I just need to be a little patient, but hopefully get a little bit of momentum here. Just hit for 250 on the move up. Gonna be done for the day since I need 150 for 45 days before my payout. Let's go. Some good risk management right there. A nice little push up. We didn't quite get our 12.5 points. Are we really gonna get stopped out? Dang.
Stop filled.
This is literally, this is the market right now. I mean, one could definitely argue, don't put my stop break even yet, but obviously we might make a little push down this bear flag. But yeah, we get like that push, like so close to like the highs or like the target, and then we just come all the way back down to the entry. Yeah, like I think you were here yesterday, but I had what, like 3 break-even trades in a row. Freaking wild. Thanks for the roses though. Appreciate it. Yeah, it definitely doesn't help the ATRs at 10. I was hoping we would just make it up to the high though, regardless of like the ATR. But the fact that like it went up and then just within 2 seconds went right back down. Just instant rejection. I know. Price action was decent for a little bit this morning, for like 30 minutes. I was up 250, not bad. And then we just got kind of faked out with the bull flag, and then since then it's just been ATR's just kind of sunk down from a 14 down to a 10. $25 area is a pivot point though, I just realized. Well, that could make sense. I don't always keep an eye on the pivot points, but I do. I am aware of their existence. Now, I almost want to try the long again to see if we get that push now. But yeah, the ATR is just like really low. These wicks are kind of killer. Not in a good way, killer in a bad way. They're killing me. At least we're not down on the day. We're still at 15 bucks. A little above break even. Yeah, again, we push the highs. And then instantly we have a red candle coming all the way back down to undo this green candle. Makes it really hard to do anything here. I mean, yeah, we could be kind of shaping up for a little bit of chop here too, kind of at the highs. You can see, I'll move this out of the way, but see, like, if you look at it just on the 1 minute level, we took out the high of this 1 minute candle and then these highs over here. And we rejected, took out the lows of these 1 minute candles and then rejected, took out the highs again of these 1 minute candles. 1, 2, and then these ones again. And then rejected, took out the low of this candle. Maybe I'm overanalyzing, but we definitely do not seem to be, we're kind of respecting any sort of direction here. Just in the last like 5 minutes. Which you can see by the fact that this 5 minute candle has not really gone anywhere. Has a wick up and a wick down. What some refer to as a doji. Which could be a good sign that we actually push down. Back down to around 90 or a whole number maybe. Yeah, that could be a nice little pullback. Again, kind of this overall bear flag could still play out. Kind of hard to after we took out the high, but you never know. Yeah, good thing we went break even. Just because you never know what's going to happen here. But, frick, so close to my target again. I would be up like $1,000 or $1,500 if my trades recently have just hit my target instead of doing that. Good luck the rest of your day, sir. I'll see you tomorrow. Sounds good, brother. Well done. Good work today. I will see you tomorrow as well. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, here's the sell-off, another pullback. Could be a good spot to buy, especially if we start kind of ranging, but the fact that we didn't really take out the highs here when we got so close definitely makes me a little hesitant to see this as a good pullback, right? Because it could just be a rejection, which then could take out the lows and continue lower. The 200s are holding though. Yeah, I was gonna say good bounce off 200s. Yeah, good bounce. Could have a, which could be kind of like a bull flag. We did take out this little mini high on the 1 minute. Again, we kind of failed to take out the actual true highs. So I'm definitely not quite as bullish as I could be if I just saw this normally. Dylan, welcome back. What are you thinking today? I don't know. We've had a nice move up so far, so it's definitely still looking bullish overall. However, we're kind of failing to push the highs again, so we might come back down to the lows. Or maybe not the lows, but might pull back here a little bit more, or we could just kind of keep chopping this little range we've made. No, yeah, the two 14s, I think it was. Yeah, somewhere up in here. Yeah, it could be, especially with this bull flag. I just don't really like how the 5 minutes looking, just with these wicks and kind of this chop going on. I still could work out though, for sure. I'm not feeling it personally. So you might be right though. Yeah, I like to kind of get away from any sort of range or consolidation before making any trades, because even like this one, it's like, yeah, we could get a little bit of points, but we could just like hit these highs and then reject down back into the range. Yeah, it's already a little choppy in here. Playing with my profit. It loves to do that. The market makers, I'm telling you, they know. They know where your profit is, and they just like to edge it a little bit and then stop you at break even. Just like that's what happened with me. Saw it live. That's how the market goes. Sometimes. I have a wider stop. It's probably smart. Just with the volatility and the choppiness right now. Small size this time, below 95. Nice, nice. Trying for at least 30, maybe 35. Yeah, it's a good area. Yes, yeah, I need to get that. Break the highs that we've been trying to get for basically like 30 minutes now. I guess like 20, 25 minutes. Got a good short last night too. Nice. Yeah, that 10-point move earlier. 10-point moves are good. They're nice moves. Maybe I need to change my ATM strategy to like a 10-point instead of 12.5. Oh, there's the 95. Shoot. Telling you, we're faking out the highs here, or we're rejecting them. It's a good look. It's a good move. I mean, I almost took it again as well. But yeah, we really need to like break these highs to really get me to feel more bullish again. Definitely losing faith in the bulls, especially now that we took out this low. 90s mental stop. Okay, so you got a little room still. That definitely could have been like a little fake out here for the sellers to push it back up. We definitely do have a little bit of a kind of consolidation range here. However you want to like look at it. But yeah, it's really got to pop soon, otherwise it might not work out. Basically, at least from what I've kind of noticed, is when we get the consolidation like this, it's basically just building up, and eventually it has to like break out and go crazy. But the question is, does it break out higher or does it break out lower? Kind of like yesterday, we had that crazy chop like all morning, and then we just exploded down like 200 points. So that's why it's definitely tough, because you'd like to think that the move still works out with your technical analysis and obviously the trend and everything. But also, if it can't do it, it can't do it. And if it can't do it, it's only got one other way to go. Yeah, holding up here a little bit. Yeah, if it breaks the 190, lose the whole number. Definitely not going to be the best. Yeah, this is like a roller coaster. I mean, as soon as we say good hold, Look what happens. The market makers are listening. We keep jinxing it, I think. It's like, oh, we're holding. This is good. And then boom, rejected. Ooh, we're gonna take out the highs. No, we're not. That's unfortunate though. Can't win them all, but it definitely still sucks. Lost some back, yeah. Let's see, have some wins from earlier. Yeah, this is definitely rigged. That's not your fault. You did nothing wrong there. Market makers are watching the stream. K-Dubs isn't here, but he can testify. It's true. They watch the stream, and as soon as we get in trades, they fake us out. Exactly. It has to stop you out before it goes higher. That's just the rules. That's what I thought it was going to do with me. I was like, shoot. Or yeah, this one right here. It's like, well, stop me out. And I thought it was going to actually hold here and go higher. We did get a bigger pullback, so I'm not too upset that we got stopped out on that one. But then yeah, this one, it's like, has to stop me out break even before it goes higher. Yeah, I don't even know what to believe anymore. I know it might go here. Or maybe we continue the downtrend. Not that we're really in a downtrend, but we do have some lower lows here. It's like this could be a good bear flag. Off the 90 MA, we could break through the 190s down to like the 180s, 175s down here, but I don't know if I can take a short. Especially at the bottom of this range. Like clearly it's not going higher, but is it really going to go lower? Also the ATR is down to like a 9.89. Yeah, I might stay out of this. Low ATR. Kind of just ranging here between the 185s and the 230s, 225s. Yeah, I definitely don't know if I trust the shorts down here. I mean, they could just drop through and plummet. Kind of like this. There's the trade. Kind of. I don't know if it would hit my target yet, but that's the idea right there. But also, knowing me, it would go down here and then come back and stop me out. So, yeah, definitely smart to be patient, especially with the FOMC minutes later today. So yeah, and a little bit of movement earlier was nice. Maybe should have kept my win and called it a day, but tried a couple more trades, didn't work out. Definitely don't want to overtrade though. '90s was actually decent short now that I see it. Yeah, it's definitely it's hard to be super bearish with us seeing at the highs at the same time. Like you said, it's not bad. And it looks like it is playing out here. Dang, would have made some money, but that's okay. Definitely, yeah, would have made like 200 bucks there. But now it's, again, smart to be patient, smart to wait for something better. But also, it's almost 9 o'clock, and we got FOMC minutes and stuff, and I definitely am agreeing with your idea of the stop hunting. It did quite a bit of that up here, And down here, you do gotta be careful though, because hindsight is 20/20, as they say, and it's super easy to look back at the charts and say, "Oh yeah, that was the trade. Why didn't I see that?" Even though, like, obviously you didn't see it in the moment. Sometimes you do get a little narrow-sighted, whether it's bullish or bearish. Kind of stick to your bias even when it's not the right bias. But no, yeah, definitely easy to look back and say like, well, this wasn't the best bull flag because of this. But sometimes trades just don't work. Sometimes the market just sucks. So yeah, definitely don't want to overthink or change your strategy too much. Probably just gonna slowly sell off the move it made this morning. Probably, honestly. Get back to like the middle of the 15-minute opening range, kind of in here, and then just go sideways. Yeah, 40-50 could be a good look. See if we continue this little downtrend here. Stab short 80 is not bad. Yeah, 5 minutes about to close, and I might, if it closes kind of down here where we're at, and we get a little retest, kind of off the 80s or like 85s, could be a good little trade as well.
Order submitted.
Not the best close, but we got a little close. Might take that 5-minute trade on my other account. Might keep the size kind of small though, since we have FOMC and stuff. Yeah, not really sure what it's doing. Yeah, do have a little bit of that bear flag. It's a little ugly with some of these wicks. Plus you'd kind of be selling like at the low here, but it did get a nice little break there, so there it is. Nice if, yeah, not bad. Yeah, definitely. This one was pretty decent. I probably should have just taken this one, even though it wasn't perfect. Again, hindsight's always 20/20. It's easy to be like, oh, obviously I should have taken that. But yeah, let's see if we pull back to the kind of 83, 85. I think that's kind of where I'm looking to maybe sell on the other account. But this one I might be kind of done. Made 4 trades. Don't wanna overtrade here. And the volatility is just going down, which makes it hard to scalp. Because this one, as you've noticed, I've been taking those 12.5, 10 point kind of scalps for like $250. Now I can move my size down, obviously, but if we get a nice bear flag, we might take it. But also, don't know if I want to force any scalp when the volatility's down to almost a 9. Which is pretty low. Typically it doesn't get this low until after like 10:30 or at 12:30 Eastern. So yeah, don't want to be too aggressive here with the low volatility. But it doesn't mean they couldn't pick back up and get some good trades. The day is technically still young.
Order filled.
Alright, we got in. One of my other accounts. Only a micro though. So literally risking like nothing here. Here's the trade, 5-minute. Kinda, hopefully looking to kind of hold these as support, continue lower. Stops all the way at the highs. Big trades, again, not scalps. But we just got some micros. Since we got FOMC minutes, or whatever that is. Meeting minutes. Got a little tongue-tied there. But yeah, so far, didn't reject it too well, unfortunately, but still could hold, and these trades have been working out pretty well. If those of you who have been tuning in to the stream, they're just a little rare sometimes. They don't happen every day. And obviously they're a little bit bigger. Sometimes they're like 80 points. I think like a week or two ago, I won like an 80-point trade live, and that was pretty cool. So this one's about 50 points, just under 50. But we just got a micro. Might get in another micro if we pull back up to here. But so far we're kind of holding around our entry, and we'll keep an eye on that one. And maybe keep an eye just on the 1-minute chart as well, just in case we see any other trades. $95's mental stop. Oh, you got in. Nice. It looks like you almost got up to 95s. Hopefully it does hold like this 20 EMA. Continue shorter, because that's kind of what I'm looking for as well. How are we doing today? Not bad. Took like 4 trades. Oh dang, it's pushing up to 95s now. Yeah, I took 4 trades. Just kind of little scalps. Gotta stick into my 250 stop loss and profit target. Made 250 here very nicely. Pretty tragic break-even trade here. If we would have won that, we probably would have been like done the day up 500, which would have been sick, but a little unlucky. Then we took a loss at the highs. We couldn't quite get the continuation with the bull flag. And we tried again. Again, nearly got my target. But then we just came right back and got stopped out, break even. Toast. Oh, you hate to hear it. Yeah, this, like I said, it's kind of stop hunting today. I still might kind of trust this bigger move on the 5-minute. Does have a pretty decent win rate. Because like we got room, right? We got room for it to kind of do what it wants to do, and then still kind of come back down. I'm seeing my profits. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I definitely can't make decisions for you, but definitely don't want to give up all your profits. Or if you've already given up all your profits, there's really no point in going into the negative. Down to 500 now. That's still not bad. But yeah, definitely like it would hurt my mental anyways to be in the green a lot. Yeah, around 1300. Yeah, if I'm 1300 to the green and I go down to break even on the day, I'd be fuming. So it's definitely smart to know when to stop, when to call it a day. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Like I said, even though I'm just kind of at break even, I could definitely make another trade and make some money The fact that I've taken 4 trades already, got unlucky with 2 of them at break even. I mean, clearly the market's just not quite volatile enough to get my profit target. And it's kind of just not the most confident, or the buyers aren't the most confident anymore. So they could make the move here finally, though. Also could hold here and go down, which would be good for my other trade. So we'll see. That one might take a while as well. But it's definitely, yeah, it's faking out buyers and sellers all around. No one's safe today, at least right now. Earlier the buyers were chilling, but right now everyone's kind of getting screwed over. Be kind of a bear, not bear, bull flag here. But I might kind of hold off on some of the scalp trades. These haven't quite been working. Market's kind of been faking people out, so see what happens here. Keep an eye on it for sure, though. Maybe I'll try and take it on some other accounts or some evals or something, but oh, little technical issue there. Alright, should be back to normal. Yeah, this trade's still not looking terrible. We'll let it do its thing. And then we'll maybe try and take some more trades over here, but definitely don't want to force anything. And yeah, we've kind of already tried our luck on this account. 4 trades, still wasn't able to get more than 1 win. Don't know if I want to test my luck too much with that anymore. Last one, long at O2. All right. Yeah, I got another bull flag here. Definitely could be that good push finally. Might be about that time. Going for it, 20 to 25. All right, hopefully you can get that. Might be about that time. Get that push up. 2 minis. Looks like it wants to push a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of chopping around as well, but it is kind of sitting closer to the highs. Yeah, this still could be like a good bull flag on the higher time frames. Definitely could finally get the break, but we also might just kind of stay in this kind of range we were talking about earlier. But hopefully gets a nice little break for you.
Here at the Guild, we demand excellence from our employees. This performance evaluation will set expectations for your always watching.
Alright, this is just training grounds. I've never tried this. I thought it would just be a shooting range, but it's not. It's like, I guess, a training. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, because I don't need instructions how to sprint and go to objective. I was just going to kind of see how the performance on stream looks. Because I know it's been a little choppy recently. Playing smooth for me. So the stream's not too bad, but it definitely could be a little bit better maybe. Helicopter's kind of cool. Oh, that's out of bounds? That's crazy. I wonder if that's intended or not. Probably a little glitch. Because obviously I'm not even out of the map. I'm just like on the border. That's kind of wild. What if I get up? No. Yeah, don't go. Don't stand here. I can stand up here. Five-man looks good. Yeah, it's not looking bad. It's kind of holding up there at the 210s. But also it's still holding the 9 EMA, so. Oh, it wants me to hit fire. What kind of training is this? Oh, there they are. Oh, can I push it now? Of course, he actually dies when I get in. Like I said, I'm telling you. Oh, I gotta crouch. Here we go. Yeah, this could be it. Could be it. Don't want to jinx it, but prone.
Very good. Next.
This gotta be the weirdest melee weapon I've ever seen. Definitely the worst part about Black Ops 7. It's how ugly this melee weapon is. Like, just give me a knife. Alright, there it is. There it is. Up to the 15s. Here we go. This might be the move. Might be it. Might stop me out. But my stop's up at the 232s, so we got some time. We got some room. Why does it just die? Ah, that's what I'm saying. It's always happens. It's literally the worst. Hopefully it works out for you like I've been saying. But also if my trade still kind of works out. If we do kind of find some support here and get down back below the 80s, could be looking good for me. Yeah, we might make it up a little bit more before we make the move down. If that is, we're going to make the move down, which I'm definitely not always right. So kind of just playing off the setup here, not really sure exactly what's going to happen here. Wait, they just kicked me for being AFK in the training ground. I'm taking my 10 points, cutting it. Probably for the best, honestly. It might actually get that push now. The 5 minutes looking pretty nice. And kind of another mini bull flag there on the 1 minute. But yeah, it's a little choppy. ATR's down to 8. Yeah, kind of just how it goes. We might have made the right move though, if it does kind of hold. We could kind of hold here at the top, at these kind of trend line here. We'll see though. They got kicked for inactivity on the training grounds. That's wild. Alright. Guess I'll try and look for a game here. I'm just messing with some of my OBS settings to try and get a good, better quality kind of stream going. Oh, this could be the pullback. Yeah, you have 10 points. May have been the move. This could be the pullback I need. Yeah, get down there. Get down to the 35s. It's got a ways to go though. This might take forever. Yeah, I kind of faked out the buyers there. So maybe a good thing. Maybe a good thing. You got stopped. Yeah, good thing you cut it. Exactly. Alright, this map I kind of like. I've only played it like once. Also, I'm already getting packet burst. That's not good. I might need to play a different game. Or like match, not game. Like, this is feeling weird. I'm like lagging around a little bit. I don't like that. Just doesn't want to continue. Yeah. Good, it might make its way down to the lows, which would be kind of the idea for my trade, but oh yeah, this packet burst is nuts. This is like the worst I've seen in a while. I'm just gonna leave. How do you know when the candles are gonna go up or down? That is the ultimate question. Honestly, if I knew every time, I'd be a millionaire. Still trying to figure that out myself. But there's definitely a lot of confluences and kind of trends that you are able to follow, which can help you figure that out. Honestly, I saw a video where someone like flipped a coin, or like they did like a random picker for like buy or sell, and they actually like made money doing like some backtesting. I'm getting too frustrated. Yeah, no, with this kind of price action and stuff, it's probably best, like you said, to play it safe. Take my dog out. That's how I clear my head a little. Yeah, probably for the best. It definitely can be gambling if you are not really trading with a plan. Like if you just go in and take trades or flip a coin, it probably is a little bit like gambling. But if you're managing your risk correctly and following a strategy, it can be a lot different than gambling. I'm green, so I shouldn't be too upset. Yeah, it's still easy to get frustrated. I totally get that. I've been there. Or I get that I've been there. But yeah, you're green. A little unfortunate, but still in a good spot. Still in a good place to definitely don't give back the rest of your money if possible. Do you follow strategy? I do. Yes. Follow a couple. I mean, part of it's just like time in the market and kind of just knowing what to look for. And then part of it is kind of more just like specifics, like what the candles do, right? What the EMAs do, kind of how the trend is lining up. It's the same principle. There are professionals who are super consistent. Yeah, no, that's why people still play poker and can make it work. Obviously, like there's like counting cards and different things like that could be technically like a strategy. like, to kind of outperform like a player who doesn't count cards and who's not good with like numbers. But then, I mean, yeah, just knowing like how to manage your money, right? Like if you just like put all your money in one hand, I mean, yeah, you could win or lose, and if you lose, you lose. If you win, great, but it's gambling, right? But if you're able to manage your risk and kind of only lose an amount that you're willing to lose without it affecting your emotions, similar to trading, you definitely are able to manage your wins and losses with even like poker. And then as long as you win more than you lose, over time you'll make money. Is TGR someone who could teach me the basics? Probably. I've seen some of his videos. He's a little weird sometimes, but I think he does kind of have a lot of videos for free on YouTube that cover some of the basics. And he's kind of funny, but only if you like his kind of humor. Still kind of holding the line we drew, but still unsure what it's going to do. Kind of just chopping around. Still might push the highs here. We'll see. Oh yeah, there's the push. Yeah, I might get stopped out. Couldn't quite get the sellers to step in. That's alright. But pretty low risk on. Definitely not the end of the world. But yeah, we'll see if it kind of holds the highs and rejects back down. Could still work out. Alright, here's that push up.
Stop filled.
Is it ever not pushing the highs? Pretty much. Well, I mean, yesterday. If you were here yesterday, we fell right off a cliff. Alright, good little push there. Finally played out. Looks like it would have been a nice hold. Oh, rip, yeah. Yeah, I took a trade, a little bit bigger of a trade, was kind of hoping for that pull back down farther, but kind of caught the bottom a little bit. Is what it is. This trade typically has like a 70-80% win rate, so not too upset. And we just put one micro on, so it's only like down $97. But yeah, we're not too upset. Not too upset on that one. What if you take a trade and don't come out of it until you make profit? It has to go back up. In theory, that's true, but it's a little hard to do with futures, which is what we're trading here. just because, as you can see right here, from this arrow down to this arrow is $250. So I lost $250 on the trade. Still up like $15 on this account, so kind of chilling. But basically, like, that's $250 right there. And if we went up, that would have been up $250. So it's one of those things where, like, in theory it works and people kind of try it, right? But there are days where, like, it just doesn't really do that, or even like years, like, yeah, like 2001. So, like, with futures, it doesn't really work just because you have a lot of high leverage. Like, yeah, if you had hundreds of thousands of dollars, and, like, yeah, it's like, oh, you just buy here and I just hold on. Well, like, it could go down tens of twenties of thousands of dollars before it comes back up. Just as, like, an example, like, this shaded area is the beginning of the day today. And from down there, we've gone up 160 points, or about 0.65% on the NASDAQ, which on futures would be 160 points. What's that, like $3,200? So if you were, like, doing the opposite, for example, which obviously your theory is that it's going to go up, which is different. But, like, if you're to do the opposite, kind of thinking it always goes down, if you sell down here and you just hold it, now you're negative $3,200. What's the difference between points and money when you win a trade? Basically, every point has a dollar value. So you can see over here on the right. Here, let me switch back to this so it's easier to see. You can see over here on the right, 25,236. So this is the point value of the NASDAQ, or kind of like a dollar value of sorts. And that's, like, where the price is at. But then, yeah, I mean, to put simply, multiply by 20 for, like, every point. But yeah, basically every point, like, every time it moves one whole point, that's $20. Or every time it moves 0.25 points, that's $5. If that makes sense. Like, if I pull up a sim account, you can kind of see it here. Like, up here is 250, and I can, like, move it around to, like, 300, or put it down here for, like, $1,000 of, like, my profit target, stop loss profit target. You can see it moves in $5 increments, and basically, yeah, 1 point is $20. So when I say, like, oh yeah, I moved up 160 points, that means it moved up $3,200. Yeah, that's just kind of like how it's kind of defined. And I can even change this here so it shows ticks or points. So it's like 0.5 in profit. Green means I'm in the money. 1.75, 2, right? Kind of moves up and down. Yeah, it's the same. It's just multiply. Like, this is just, like, the value. Kind of like if you're, like, trading Bitcoin, for example, and instead of saying I'm up $20,000, you just say, like, I'm up, like, 0.25 Bitcoins or whatever. If that makes sense. So yeah, points is just, like, relative to the NASDAQ. But then, like, it's still just, like, a dollar value. And obviously, I could buy, like,
Order
2
filled.
contracts. Oh wait, I did the wrong thing.
Order canceled. Order filled. Order
But
filled.
if I do, like, 2, now I have twice the leverage. So now every point is worth $40. So that's why, like, it is typical to kind of use, like, points as a reference instead of just dollars, because if you're not trading minis, or if you're trading, like, 2 contracts, or even, like, let's say you do 3 contracts, right? Now it's a lot different than $20 per point. But
order canceled.
That's all hypothetical. Kind of want to take this, maybe one more stab up for this bull flag. I might kind of miss it here though. I don't know. I'm hesitating.
Order submitted.
Kind of rejected it, but if we get one more little push up, might take it. But I was kind of saying I'm probably done the day, so yeah, we'll probably
Order
just.
canceled.
It doesn't look like it's gonna do it. We're chilling. Yeah, I might be done trading here. I might call the stream here in a sec. But thanks for everyone who's been hanging out. Some new people here, some new names I see. If you enjoy the vibe or the stream, feel free to follow. I'll be back tomorrow morning as well. Trade some more. Also have a YouTube. Feel free to subscribe. Check out some of my other streams or videos or whatever. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate all the support. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace out. Bye.